Well, hello and welcome to the RunThrough Trails Beat Box Hill course setup vlog. I am filming this slightly the wrong way around. So James, Katie and I have just been out setting up our section of the course. As you can probably see, a little bit wet, but hopefully that's going to mean that all of the rain is going to come today. It's going to be dry for you all running tomorrow. But yes, in this video we're going to take you along, show you a bit of what we're doing on setup day, what the team gets up to. Also we'll be able to talk you through a bit exactly what the course is looking like, what the conditions are like, also just like any slippery bits to be aware of, like any pinch points on the course, because there are a couple of bits out there where it is slightly muddy and slightly boggy, but it's October, it's England, it's Surrey. That's kind of half of the course, but it is looking beautiful out there. I'm just at the famous viewpoint right now, which this is where, if you're running the 5k or the 10k, just up there on the road, that's where you'll be starting that, and that is looking like that's going to be, yeah, really cool for that. Really excited to see what the footage is like in particular. Going to have a drone for the start of that, following you up and down. But yeah, without further ado, I'll take you along, show you what we're up to on setup day. Regretting your choice of walking around shoes yet? That's standard for you. Bye everyone! Bye. Mr. Tilley! What we doing? Where we at? Talk to us.
So we're at Box Hill, the kind of famous Box Hill viewpoint that all the runners are going to be running past and climbing up during the race this weekend. So yeah, we're out and about marking the route as always. Race is tomorrow, today is Friday, so we've got the 21k and the 50k in the trail race, and then we've got a bit of a unique kind of novelty 5k up and down road race on zigzag road that we're doing simultaneously, just for a bit of a laugh. So Jamie spins around, you can see what will be the event village once it's all set up first thing tomorrow morning. This spot here is going to be the start line for the road race for the 5k, 10k and the 21, 50k. It just kind of goes everywhere, but like really nice trails all through the Surrey hills. Hopefully not too muddy. Now it's dried up a little bit since we were here on Monday, but yeah, with Katie, got Jamie, we've got 400 flags for our 15k section, so we're going to go and get it all prepped for you guys tomorrow. So we're going to interrupt our survival skills discussion to talk about the route a little bit. So this is just an example. We're in Headley Heath right now, which is on the 50k route, but this is pretty typical of the area. Bits that aren't seeing any sun or wind are still just pretty muddy. A lot of the trail doesn't look like this. This is definitely one of the worst spots, but I'm just going to give a quick demonstration of how to deal with this during the race. And you go straight through the middle.
Post your clips from the race of you doing that. The best one and the most entertaining one will give a free entry for any of the Summit Series races next year.
If you end up back at the event village and say the course was long, and then we look at your Strava and you've gone around puddles, it's your own fault. I'm say that right now. Is that the peer pressure that now I can do what I say?
Yeah.
So we were just saying that this bit's kind of worth talking about. So we're coming towards the end of the Headley Heath section. It's definitely the windiest part of the course, but you get this big, long, fast downhill. This is just the 50k runners. And then you kind of want to keep going straight and carry all of your speed but because we're horrible people, we make you stop, do a sharp turn and walk up these horrific steps. So we put loads of flags in and a big arrow, but definitely a point on the course where if you're running the 50k to kind of be aware. Obviously you've got the route because it's mandatory kit and you're all going to do that. But yeah, it's really well flagged, but it is just a spot to be aware of.
Slightly.
Just wanted to show this little section of trail. So this is an uphill right towards the end of the 50k before it merges in with the 21. But there's loads of bits on the route that are like this. I don't know the name of the type of rock. It might be limestone, I'm not sure. But it's just like weirdly slippy. It gets green and mossy and damp, and we've got this kind of like fine drizzly mist stuff. So it's fine, it's not a big deal. Running up it's absolutely fine, you slide a little bit. But any descents that you see this kind of white rock, just beware, like it is very slippy, like kind of weirdly slippy. So just something to bear in mind, especially if you're at Lady Bower in the peaks last weekend, or last month, this month, a few weeks ago, I don't know where I am, and you ran on the gritstone. It's the absolute opposite of that. So we're pretty much finished with the course setup on the Box Hill route for the 21k and the 50k tomorrow morning. Weather has been a little bit so-so. We got a bit of rain this afternoon. It is quite muddy and quite wet on course still from earlier in the week when we checked, but certain sections have also really dried out really well. So it's up and down in terms of conditions, and underfoot conditions and shoe choice, I would still say the same thing that we said earlier in the week, which is go for a grippier shoe because some of the mud is quite clayey, kind of slippy. So definitely grippier shoes for the trail runners. For the guys doing the 5 and 10k race on the road, vapor flies, alpha flies all the way, as much bounce as you can get to carry you down that hill and all the way back up. In terms of other bits to touch on, aid stations, same as always. We've got 5 aid stations on the 50k route and 2 on the 21k route. A couple of them are in kind of hard to access locations, so might not be full kind of barriers, marquees, but we'll have all the stuff there that you guys need. We've got mixed stuff at the finish, so finish line aid station, as well as some bottled water for the 5k, 10k runners. The event village is going to look incredible up on top of the viewpoint. Make sure you get lots of cool pictures. We'll get loads of drone footage of the start of the races, and yeah, team are doing an amazing job of getting it all ready. As always, the RunThrough Trails team have done an amazing job today to get everything prepped ahead of tomorrow's event. So one thing that we want to talk about that's a little bit unique with this event is the parking situation. You will have seen in the event guide and will have received a text message earlier today, I imagine, by the time this video goes out, to all the different runners. So 5 and 10k runners are parking up on top of the zigzag road at the Box Hill Cafe in the main Box Hill pay and display parking. Hard standing, no problems at all. The trail runners, because there is not enough capacity up there for all of the runners for the whole event, parking down here at Box Hill Farm. National Trust have been kind enough to let us use this field. We're currently laying out the track matting, getting it all ready for you. There is about a mile walk from this car park going up a really well marked trail up to the top of the viewpoint there where the event village is. So get here in plenty of time. We've got the 50k start at 8 o'clock and the 21k at 8:30. You need to be on those start lines on time. We can't have late starters, unfortunately, due to the nature of the route. And really, please factor in 20 minutes, half an hour to park, walk up, use the toilet at least. That's what we need to be thinking about. Make sure you get in here with loads of time. There might be a little bit of congestion getting into the field because it is quite a narrow lane, but we've got loads of people on site, lots of lighting, lots of signage. It's going to be really well prepped for you, but please don't leave it last minute to arrive, especially for the trail races. As always now with the Summit Series events, we've got open tracking providing our GPS trackers for the 50k runners. We'll have QR codes out on signs all around the event village, along with these really cool maps that we've got made up now. We'll also be sharing that tracking link on the social media channels either this evening and probably tomorrow as well, so you can track anyone that's running the 50k race. Other than that, we're just excited to see you all here at the Beat Box Hill 50 and 21k race with the 5 and 10k up and down road race tomorrow. Bit of a unique one for us, brand new venue. Really proud to be working with the National Trust and with Box Hill and all the people involved. It's been quite a difficult one to put together, lots of moving parts, so hopefully we can get it all smooth for you guys tomorrow. You can all come, have an amazing experience, have a great race, and then walk back down the hill after running 50k and hate us for it. But yeah, come with your grippy shoes and ready for a bit of mud and have fun. We'll see you in the morning.